Hello, 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 and welcome back to the channel. This is Mahogany Maxine, also known as MahoganySims, and I am here with you for another speed build. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy. I know that at least in the US, COVID is on a surge, taking a wave along with flu. So I hope everyone's staying healthy and taking care of themselves and all that jazz. I hope everyone is enjoying the last few days of summer. I know here on the East Coast, summer is soon to be coming to a close. This week, our temperatures dipped pretty low. Today, right now, actually, let me look. It is 66 degrees with a high of 73, and which is pretty chill. Not chilly, but it's like windy a little bit, definitely hoodie weather, which I know soon the temperatures will rise again next week because it's a little bit of a fake out. We like to say it's like a false fall. So fall weather is almost here, which I'm very excited about. I love the fall. I don't love it more than I love the summer, even though I am a fall baby. My birthday's in November, but I love the summer. I love the heat. I love the sun. I love having longer days, but I do enjoy the fall weather as well. I enjoy all the fall colors and just the cozy feels. So anyway, I'm coming to you with a speed build that is in San Myshuno in the 910 Medina Studios apartment. It is the one, what's that townie's name? Oh my goodness, he's such a handsome sim. I use him in a lot of my gameplay and I cannot remember his name, but Banali? I'm probably butchering that. Anyway, let me know in the comments. I'll look it up right after I'm done this because it's gonna annoy me that I don't remember. But this apartment has a lot of TLC. It has rat holes. It has a noisy drain. I actually don't know all of the things that it has because I typically, if I renovate this apartment, I will delete everything, all the TLC items with tool mod. But for this build, I left it in because this build was inspired by a breakup. A sim, I haven't created the sim yet, but the scenario I have in my mind is that this sim recently went through a pretty tumultuous breakup and there's a child involved, and so they kind of had to rush and get out of their spouse's house. It's a very masculine apartment, so I imagine it's either the husband or the boyfriend or the partner who is, going through the breakup with their, the mother of their child. And so I feel like sometimes in breakups, I've never went through a really tumultuous breakup, and I know I'm very fortunate for that, but from friends and just stories that I've heard, sometimes when you go through a breakup, you have to rush and get out of the place that you shared with your previous partner, and so sometimes it means moving into an apartment that's really cheap and maybe even run down. And so I imagine this is their scenario. They had to move into this rundown little cheap place in San Myshuno, no frills, and gather all the things they could that they previously shared with their partner. But it's basically a lot of junk in this apartment because they once had a two-person situation where their house was a home, and now they've just collected stuff from the basement or stuff that they had in their relationship previously, and stuff that they got from the dollar store or just collected from the graciousness of their friends. And so it's not super fancy at all, but they're making it work. And I imagine that they didn't have time or couldn't afford to take off work to move in, so you'll see a lot of boxes and a lot of clutter because they still have not unpacked. They are in a very emotional, depressive state. And so on top of that, on top of having to go to work, on top of having to manage just everyday life, their emotional life is very topsy-turvy because a breakup can really do one to you. It can really take over emotionally. And so I kept that in mind when I was building this. It is a very grungy style, and I really enjoy building this way. I don't do it often. I'm more of a family build, very clean builds. I do love clutter. This is very cluttered, but I typically do more family builds, but this is just kind of a mess, and in the best way possible. Let me know if y'all like this style of builds because I'll continue to work on this. And right now we are finishing up the kitchen, and the kitchen and the living room are, just separated by columns. And so it's a not very open concept, but this room has a little bit of a flow, a little bit of an open concept vibe. And there's a lot of holes in the walls and a lot of grit and soot on the walls because they didn't have a chance to get in here before they moved in to clean it up. I know typically when I've moved into apartments, I've had to go in the day before the actual move and do a deep clean so that I could feel comfortable bringing my stuff into the apartment. And for this sim, they just did not have the time. They had to get up and go. And so that's the vibe that you're getting. They didn't get a chance to clean the walls. They didn't get a chance to report the holes to the landlord. They just had to move in. They had no other choice. So they have a lot of stuff around. They haven't really cooked a meal. They've been ordering out because they just haven't had time, and they don't really have a lot of stuff going on in their kitchen. They don't have a lot of kitchen supplies. And so that's the vibe that we're going with. When I was creating this apartment, I was getting a little bit emotional because I feel like in a breakup, especially when a child's involved. Now, I don't have children, but I imagine when you do have children, you want to protect them. You want to make everything simple for them because they didn't choose to be in this situation, and they're the innocent party here. And I imagine that this father, or whomever this is, this spouse, this individual is a really good, parent. They really love their child, and you'll see, children stuff around. You'll see, they have some paintings from their child and little trinkets that belong to their child that they brought with them from their old home with their previous spouse, just to have, their child's memory around. And it seems like maybe they lost a custody battle, and so this isn't the primary residence for their child, but they definitely love their kid, and they want to keep their stuff around and keep them, keep their spirit in the house. And so I got a little emotional creating this because it made me want to actually do some gameplay that's like this. I know typically, oh goodness, you hear motorcycles outside my window, I'm so sorry. But typically with gameplay, I do like a little bit of drama, but I've never played where it's been like a custody battle or where there's been child involved type drama. So I don't know. Let me know if y'all want to see some gameplay on the channel. I know I posted in the community tab recently about doing member perks, like just exploring more of the features of YouTube, and I keep getting messages of like, earn with member perks or whatever, and I'm just like, don't know exactly what I would offer. And I was thinking maybe some gameplay, because I do enjoy gameplay, and I do gameplay over on Twitch every once in a while. So let me know what you would want to see in the comments below. So now we're working on the bathroom, and this is a very simple bathroom. It's, not really a lot of frills. Sometimes I will keep out the bathroom build part because I don't find it to be that interesting, but I do like to clutter bathrooms. I think it's, it tells more of a story of the individual who lives here, just kind of simple. It is a little bit still messy, and we have the pipes, which is part of the TLC lot type in this apartment. I don't know exactly what the pipes do. Let me know in the comments, because again, I delete these things with Tool, but I kept them in because I just feel like it gave it more grunge. And then we got some toilet wipes because, we want to feel clean. And yeah, I do need to play test this to make sure you can use the toilet, the sim can use the toilet, and the pipes aren't in the way. So I'll definitely play test that before I post it to the gallery. But if it's not able to be used, I'll probably just put a shower and move the toilet to the other side of the room. So hopefully it works, because I like how cramped that bathroom is. So anywho, we are moving on into the bedroom, which I love this bed from Love Struck, because it definitely gives breakup vibes. It gives caught. It gives my life's a mess. And so I love this bed, and it definitely, for this sim that I had in mind, they're just getting by, and they don't really have two of anything. So we have some mismatched side tables, one that they thrifted, one that was given to them, or maybe they found in the basement of their old house and they just took it with them. And just a lot of trinkets, a lot of boxes around because they're currently living out of boxes. They haven't fully unpacked. they're in a depressive state. I know on TikTok it is a trend. I don't want to say trend because I don't want to necessarily celebrate it, but it is trendy to film yourself cleaning up your depressive house. So if you've gone through deep depression where a lot of the household items have fallen to the wayside and you need to like get out of it, and once you're out of the depression, you're like, okay, now I need to clean it up. This is him. This is what he's going through right now. And so he needs to go through some healing. He needs to go through a deep clean, a refresh, and maybe eventually get back out there on the dating market. But for right now, he's focused on himself and working and, trying to get by and, do what's best for him. So, and I keep saying him because I do feel like this is a more masculine apartment. And I feel like, typically for men, gender, but for men, they don't win the custody battle when it comes to their children, if there are children involved. So I feel like, he's a dad who loves his child, but, the child is with the mom. And I love these curtains. Sorry, this is a tangent, but I love these curtains from Werewolf Pack. They are never used by me, but I love them for this because it just gives I didn't have any real curtains, so I just put up some sheets just to keep the peepers from peeping in. And it's temporary. They didn't have time to look and purchase curtains, so this is a temporary fix. So anyway, that's a tangent. And I imagine they couldn't really take off time to unpack and move in. They can't afford it, so it just kind of things keep piling up, and they'll continue to eventually unpack as they get more furniture, as they get more storage, and not everything's broken down. So we will see. I thought about actually doing a makeover of this apartment, same exact floor plan, but doing the healed version. So this is the depressive, sad, breakup, tumultuous version, and then a healed version for this sim. Let me know what you think about that. I think I want to do that. But anyway, I love the debug item for the baby's prints, the handprints and the birth certificate. So again, another indication that this person loves their child. They are a good parent, and they, want to just keep the energy of their child in the house. But this apartment is not conducive to bring a baby into at all. It needs to get cleaned. It needs to be the mold needs to get cleaned. You don't want to get that child sick. So they definitely are yearning to have their child with them. But it's just their life right now is not conducive to having a child present. And this is the living room, which is a very awkward shape. I will say that if I do make this over, I don't know how I'm gonna make this living room work. It works for this scenario because it's just a bunch of items in a room, boxes and cleaning items and things. But if I actually were to make this apartment over, which I am contemplating, then it would be hard to do this living room. So it is a very awkward shape. There's no equal distance of walls, if that makes sense. It's not a perfect square. It's awkward. It's narrow. So I would have to play with it. But for this purpose, you can see they just have a lot of stuff all around, luggage and a broken down bookshelf. As you can see, a lot of loose items. So yeah, this will be on the gallery by the time this speed build goes up. It'll be under my gallery ID, which is MahoganySims. I will also use the hashtag MahoganySims. I'll probably rename the apartment to something like the Breakup apartment or the Breakup apartment. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I'll put the hashtag of which apartment it is, because I know that's super helpful in the gallery. Because the apartments are just rooms. So it's hard to sometimes see which apartment it is. So I'll put hashtag 910 Medina Studios so that it's a little bit easier to find as well if you wanted to make over this lot specifically. But yeah, let me know if you want to see some gameplay. I was definitely inspired to do some gameplay with this storyline, as sad as it is. I think it would be a lot of fun to play. And then, seeing the triumph of overcoming the sadness of a breakup and, getting their lives together and eventually bringing Deets back home when this house is conducive to, bringing company over. Because right now it is not. It is embarrassing. But yeah, I will be talking to you all soon. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions. We are at 1,500, a little bit over 1,500 now, which I can't believe. I've been having so much fun on YouTube. I love it over here. And so thank you so much for all the support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about this build, and I will be talking with you all soon. Enjoy the screenshots, and take care, guys. Bye.
Seem to move you like you did.